Hi YouTube, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Today's topic, I've been wanting to talk about this ever since I saw it sometime last year, maybe during the summer 2022 or whatever. And there was this young black woman. She actually lived in Canada. So I guess there's a gender divide over there and also in England as well. But she was talking, and she's not the only person that I've heard say this. She was talking about creating a community village of just black women and children. And it was another young woman was talking about just getting with one of her best girlfriends and creating a platonic relationship, buy a house together, perhaps have children, through IVF or however they to get pregnant, and just live together as a family unit. And when I saw that, I just rolled my eyes because this seems to be something that I only hear black women say or talk about. Excuse me. I don't know why when I get on, I start coughing or whatever. It's winter time now. Oh, happy New Year 2023. So anyway, what I am finding is a lot of black women want to redefine what a family is apart from the nuclear family, and they're still not happy. You're saying that you're a heterosexual woman who wants to move in with another heterosexual woman and live as a unit, as a relational unit. And you don't see where that's going to be a problem later down the road. What if one of you get a man, which I hope you do? That's going to create a problem. You're going to buy a house together, and then all of a sudden there's a man coming in to just see one of you. That's going to be a big old hot mess. I don't know that the young lady that made that video, I don't think she thought that through. Then I saw another young woman that I mentioned prior wanting to create a community of just women, black women, and children. Again, hotmess.org. And why do we try to make this thing a happen? Why do we try to make this thing something to happen or whatever? I wanted to word it another way. That sounds a hot mess. And if there are children, then that means that there were men, unless you were going to the sperm bank and getting impregnated that way. And 10 times out of 10, that's not what was happening. So okay, let the media tell it. Black communities are already largely female and children, and you see what's happening. High crime, high high school dropout rates, the repeat cycle of fatherless children. And one thing that I've noticed about a lot of black women, they glorify the whole baby mama culture, the single mother culture, the I'm not pressed to be married, marriage is not a goal. But then those same women expect men to be marriage minded and traditional minded. Please tell me how those two things work together, because they don't. Then I saw another video of this young black woman talking about you can buy land in Idaho, very cheap, build houses, build a community. Again, black women and children. I'm sorry. For me personally, that is not a community that I would want to be in. I don't know why we struggle so hard with the idea of creating a nuclear family. Husband, wife, then have your children. But what is happening is a lot of these women are having their children willy-nilly. A lot of times they're not in a relationship with the man that they had children with. And I did a video, should be a couple of videos back, about what single mothers don't tell you. Something that I failed to mention was a lot of those women became single mothers because they were knocking boots within a sneaky link situation. Some of those women are having children with married boyfriends. They're not telling you this. So again, a lot of these women, they're having children, they're putting the cart before the horse. Have the baby and then tell the man, "Oh, you're going to do something about it now. You're going to marry me, you're going to take care of these kids, and if you don't want me, then I'm going to make sure that you never see this child again." Tell the truth, ladies. I don't know why our culture has such an aversion to the nuclear family ideology. And going off on a quick tangent, there's this popular porn star, I'm not going to name her. I'm sure she has slept with hundreds of men. Even she got married, then had a baby. Why is that so hard for our community? So that lets me know, which is what I've said before, most black women want to be single mothers. A lot of black women have flexed up the single mother, the baby mama culture. They downplay marriage. There's this one woman, I'm not going to name her name, but I can't stand the sound of her voice. If I give you one of the things that she said, you'll know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to do that. But I will say, I watched one of her videos and she said that black women prioritize marriage too much. If that was the case, more marriages would be happening in our community. So so I know that it's the man that asks the woman for her hand in marriage, but you have a lot of women who are not acting like wife material. You also have a lot of women who are having a child or more and expecting marriage when I don't understand why you don't expect marriage first and then the child. That seems to be lost in the sauce in our community for some reason. So, going back to the topic about let's just create a community of just black women and children. That sounds so depressing to me. And it doesn't have to even be like that and I was telling women years ago to be more cognizant of who you're giving your body to. You should not be jumping on every eggplant just because you think he's fine, he's bow-legged, he's got curly hair and all of that stuff. You need to be determining, is this man husband material? Is he father material? Is he going to ask me to marry him? And then we have our children. A lot of women are finding themselves in these situations where they want to where they want to redefine what a family is to suit whatever narrative that got them into that situation. They want to redefine a family away from the nuclear family and then wonder why there's chaos and confusion. Do you know why the passport bros exist? Because they're trying to go to where the women are who still have a wife mindset. Women who do not have children already. Women who don't have a modern woman, I'm a boss itch, independent, you can't tell me what to do. And I'm looking at some of the videos of what these women are saying, talking about, men just want somebody that they can control and all of that stuff. Y'all need to stop listening to these women who've never been a wife, don't have no idea of what it takes to be a wife. And I was going to leave this for another message, but for you young ladies that want to be a wife, my suggestion is to find like-minded women. Either, this was something, back in the day, you're looking at maybe 30 years ago when it was like me, my auntie, and her friends. We were all single women in the church or whatever. And that was our goal. You're hearing today, well, marriage is not a goal. Well, that was our goal. And we're all married, you know. And so what a lot of women would say to that, well, just because you married, what's that mean? You know, I'm looking at so many Black women who have such a negative outlook on marriage and wives and stuff like that. But then at the same time, they're complaining about these men that don't want to step up to the plate to wife them up. You can't double talk. Either you want marriage or you don't. If you want marriage, then you fix your mouth to say, you know what, I need to be learning this about myself before I become a wife. I need to understand that when I become a wife, it's not about just me anymore. I'm going to have to learn to compromise and submit to my husband's authority and stuff like that. I didn't say it was easy, because I know I got a mouth on me, but it's something that I actively work with. And just recently, well, it was back in Thanksgiving time, we had some out of the country guests visiting us. It's my husband's friend and his wife. And one of the things that his friend said about our home was, it was like very peaceful. I might have a mouth on me from time to time, but I bring other things to that table. Peace, being able to be cooperative. There are a lot of other things that men are asking for in a wife that a lot of American women, particularly in our community, are not willing to provide. But I went off on a tangent. So that was my topic for today. I hope to see you soon. Please like, subscribe, and come back and see me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.